Hey guys, welcome back. Nice to see you again. Have you ever been in a situation where you tried to pay for something and it didn't go through? It is embarrassing though, isn't it? But a whole bunch of people standing behind you, rolling their eyes. Well,
you just gotta keep living, man. Livin.
This is what happened to me when I tried to pay with Google Pay for the very first time with my Galaxy Watch 4. And if I would have had a brand new feature, Samsung native Walkie Talkie application, I could have called a friend in order to find out how to fix it. Well, not to worry, I'm going to show you some hidden settings today you need to know about, otherwise you will not be able to use Google Pay. I will also show you how to remap the buttons, the bottom button and the top button in order to get it all going. And you can use it without opening the Google Pay application. And yes, of course, we will talk about the Walkie Talkie application for your Galaxy Watch 4. Hello, is anybody there? Hey, did you notice that we are really a growing community, which is really, really awesome because you are awesome? If you're one of them, press like, comment. Is always welcome. You know that. Okay, before installing Google Pay on your watch, you have to install Google Pay on your phone. That is step number one. You have to add your cards and enable all of that and verify that. That's step number one. Step number two is download the Google Pay application on your Galaxy Watch 4. That's easily done. Once you downloaded the Google Pay application and you open it, it will come up with this screen right here. Let me see if you can see this. It will basically ask you to set up a PIN code, which is a must, but also a must for Samsung Pay. Just a side note. You have to set up a PIN code or a pattern in order to enable Google Pay on your watch. If you don't do this, then it will simply not work. So let me just put a PIN in quickly here, and I choose a random PIN. You can't use 1, 2, 3, 4. The system is smart enough to figure this one out. As soon as you put a PIN in, which I did, you will see the following icon, the plus sign here. Once you press on that plus sign, you will basically be automatically directed to your phone. So once you have been redirected to your phone from your watch by pressing the plus sign, you're basically adding a card. You can choose the payment of your choice because either you have one or multiple payments installed already on the phone. You can basically tap on it and then make sure you transfer this as a contactless payment to your watch. And by the way, you can add multiple cards. I kind of like it. I have 2 cards in case one doesn't work. When you do this from your phone and you transfer all the cards to your watch, it will have some security questions. It will come up with all the details. So it really makes sure it is you. Whatever process you have in place, it will just do this and it will verify it's you by texting you a PIN number, whatever it is, but that's something you have to go through. By the way, if you decide to get rid of your PIN code for whatever reason, sometimes it is cumbersome when it's not on your wrist. You have to put it in like literally every 2 seconds, the PIN code. And if you do decide to do that, you will get rid of all your Google payment information. The same for Samsung Pay. It will just disappear and you have to start from scratch. So bear this in mind. If you get rid of your PIN code, if your security details, then it will basically all be erased on your watch, that is. Okay, so by default, Samsung Pay is the default payment method. If you press that bottom button slightly longer, then you will see the usual Samsung Pay sign comes up. I have not set it as default, otherwise Samsung Pay would come up. It is all enabled and it is all installed. So that's something you have to bear in mind. Whatever you do, this is your default application and Samsung Pay will automatically come up when you press that bottom button for, I don't know, a couple of seconds. And by the way, even if you have Google Pay installed and all ready to go and working, Samsung Pay will always come up no matter what you do. But there is an easy fix I'm going to show you right now. Okay, easy fix. You go into your settings on your watch. It can only be done on your watch by swiping down and press the settings button or go into your menu. You have to go into settings. You then go into connections. That's important. Into connections, settings, connections. You go to NFC and go to payment and choose Google Pay as your default option. Voila! Now you can use Google Pay by using Google Pay. And just so you know what I'm talking about, Samsung Pay is the default application, so it doesn't matter if Google Pay is working on your phone. If you don't do this step, it will not work on your watch, no matter what you do. Okay, another painful exercise is really using the Google Pay application app, and that's something we don't want to do, right? I mean, maybe some of you do this, go in here and do step by step. That's something that is really painful, and let me just stop you right there. For this, get your phone out. It's as easy as that. Get your phone out. We will remap the buttons now. For this, get your wearable app out on your phone. Go into your watch settings, advanced features. You can see, go to home key here. It is the top button on your watch, and choose Google Pay for double press. You can also choose a different application. You have a long list, but I've chosen Google Pay for double press, basically, so you can have it easily available. I actually like it better than just having a longer press. I can show you how it works. You double click on here, Google Pay comes up, and that's it. You hold it near the reader, it will vibrate, and you have a blue checkbox, and that's pretty much it. No more, no less. And that's how we roll with Google Pay. You now simply have a choice between two buttons and two different payments. Sadly but true, the bottom button, also known as the back key, will simply stay for Samsung Pay. Yes, don't know why. It's not remappable. That's the only solution I can give you as of today. Don't ask me why. It is what it is. However, if you use Samsung Pay as your main payment method, go back into the settings I've shown you, into your watch settings. That is important, and choose Samsung Pay as your default option, and then you can use Samsung Pay instead of Google Pay, but you can only choose one at a time. So let's talk Walkie Talkie. Hello? Is anybody home? And first things first, this application is only available on your Galaxy Watch 4 or Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. On no other watch you will get this application. And it is also a Samsung native application that simply works just like a walkie-talkie, which allows two or more users to have a conversation, to have a group conversation, just like a walkie-talkie. And I could have used this feature when I stood in line in front of the line and couldn't pay with my Google Pay, and I could have just walkie-talkied a friend. Or maybe I could have just called somebody. So what do you think? It's a gimmick? Yes? No? Let me know. You can go into your menu, toggle on and off to appear online or offline, and you can also search for someone nearby via Bluetooth. I believe that you need to have a Samsung account, but you will also be required to share a code for somebody to join your channel/conversation. It will be available soon, and my takeaway here really is, maybe it is a gimmick, but what it does tell me is there are many more applications to come, which will really help to push and mold the positioning of the Galaxy Watch 4 further in the market moving forward. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and comment and like for more awesome content. And until next time, I simply miss you. Peace out.